Hey, welcome to Fluketronic. Now we're going to do a tutorial for Native American style flute of the song Blessed Assurance. This request came up on Facebook recently for finger tabs for this song, so I'll give you a finger tab and I'll also give you standard notation. I'm not a great fan of finger tabs just because Native American style flutes vary so much in their fingerings, especially in the high octave, and this song does use 2 notes in the high octave. There's also a couple of other kind of interesting techniques that you need for this song. So we'll kind of go over all that first. If you want to jump straight to the tutorial, I'll give you links to that. But we'll kind of talk through some of the sticky points first. So first of all, this song, as written, is actually too wide of a range to play on the Native American style flute. So you have to adapt it one way or the other, low end or high end. And what I've chosen to do is adapt just the very highest note. If we play an alternate for that, we can get all the rest on the flute. Now, having said that, you need to be adept with your major scale starting with the second hole. So I have an A flute here. I kind of treat all of my Native American style flutes as if they were an A flute, which means I get a C major scale from that second hole. So you're going to need all the notes in that C major scale. Yeah, and I'll switch the camera so you can see my fingers as we're doing the playing examples. Okay, so for the upper octave notes there, your fingers might be different. And as you can see, I kind of squawked there at the end. To get that high C note, you may have to kind of bend up from the B like I did there. Some flutes won't get all the way, won't get a clean high C note either. So you'll have to figure out what your flute wants to do in that regard. So that's the C major scale. You're also going to need a half hole on the bottom. So that low B in several spots. So if you're going from C to B, it sounds like this. So you need to be proficient in the half hole. And actually the song jumps from the D down to that B note. So it's a little bit tougher. You have to get 2 fingers down to go from D down to the B. So just practice that movement on your flute until you get that fluid. The only other tricky bit is that there is an in-between note, the F sharp, in the first line. So if you're not familiar with that note, you can get it either like this, so fingering your G note and dropping index finger. You can also often get it with 2 fingers like this. But it's going to be, in this song, I would recommend the other version because you're going from G, you're already fingering the G down to the F sharp, and it would be kind of fumbly to try and do this number. Also possible, but you've got 2 fingers moving at the same time, so it's harder to get clean. All right, I think that is all of the sticky bits. So you may want to practice those on their own before attempting the whole thing. But let's go ahead and jump into the playthrough, and we will do a slow playthrough at first. Okay, let's do it at a little bit quicker pace. Okay, so I hope that helps. I will do a full rendition of this coming up on the channel, maybe a little bit jazzier version. So stay tuned for that.